Hello and welcome to Terraria. My name's Todd, also known as Magic, and this is of course Terraria. Last time we left off, we defeated the Destroyer of Worlds finally. I don't know why I had problems with him as a mage before, but yeah. Sometimes things just don't work out as you expect them to. So this time around, I've picked up my mage again. Swapped out our warrior emblem for a panning necklace, and our shark tooth necklace for a mana flower. The specific reason for this is because the next boss we're going to be fighting is Skeletron Prime, and he's pretty hard to deal with on a melee character. Now I'm not saying it's impossible, and I might just switch back to melee if I start having issues. But I'm going to try out magic, give it another redemption arc. Magic is very strong in Terraria, so I want to try and give it the fair shake. I'm going to keep these buffs up. We have enough time for pretty much just one go around, so I'm gonna give this literally one shot. If it's not, if I can't do it in one shot, that's it. Like there's no coming back from that. I'm gonna end the episode there, and we'll just try again in the next episode. Sorry I haven't been putting out too many episodes. I've been a little bit busy with some real life stuff. Hopefully I will resume a more regular schedule from here on out. I just realized I do need to buy mana potions, so we'll do that. Let's just buy 2 stacks. I think 2 stacks is enough. I'm gonna hope. We'll hope. Yeah. Okay, and we're also gonna use our bacon, so that'll give us major improvements to all stats for as long as possible. We just have to wait for our buff to come up. We'll be using our slime mount. I also did get a Nimbus rod off camera. I talked about it in the last episode, but yeah, I'm going to be using that because I'm going mage. Got our summons out. And throw up our Spider Queen staff, why not? I don't know how easy this is going to be or how hard. It should be a little bit easier thanks to the fact that I've got the meteor staff now, and I don't have to worry about stuff being above me, thanks to the island no longer being there. So we'll see. Let me just go like that real quick. Throw that down. Make sure that's good. Throw up our clouds. And 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. It is now nighttime. So summon him, buff up with our potions. Activate this. And we're gonna go at him. I hope that because he doesn't have too many ranged attacks, our ranged attacks are gonna be good enough to deal with him. Skeletron Prime in expert mode has a massive damage reduction when his arms are still up, so you want to kill his arms, if possible, as fast as possible, because that gives you a higher chance of being able to take him down thanks to his reduced defense on his head. Skeletron Prime is defeated once his head is defeated, not his arms. But his arms, like I said, give that damage debuff to his head, so you gotta take those arms down. Or they give him a defense bonus, so you gotta take him down. Just do your best, keep pumping his damage. That's what we're gonna do. I've already taken some of his stuff down. Let's get this up. Get our clouds back up. Try and keep that golden shower debuff rolling. The Anchor debuff is very strong. Reduces defense by 20, effectively increasing your damage by 20. So that's pretty good. We don't have the magic power potion or the mana regeneration potion this time around, so that might be a bit of a problem for us. Okay. Trying to get a little bit too fancy here. We are doing a lot of damage. Almost got one of his arms down. That spin attack does a large amount of damage, so really try your best not to get hit by that. Where'd he go? There he is. Just try and keep all your damage sources rolling as a mage. Keep keep your clouds out if possible. Keep your debuff up from Golden Shower. And as you can see, you're doing just like massive AoE damage to stuff. Okay, we'll switch directions. You can tell that he gains like a pretty sizable speed boost when he starts spinning, so just be aware of that. And don't get caught off guard by it. Try and always get your clouds as far up as possible because of the fact that they rain almost infinitely downwards until they hit a block. So that's really good for you. If you can get them up higher because then you can just hit more things with them. Minions are doing some good damage. We're doing really good damage. You really only have to start running away once you're getting hit by the ranged attacks, or if he starts swinging at you too much. He does have a laser gun as one of his hands and a grenade launcher as the other hand, which is ranged. Both of which are pretty problematic, but not too deadly. And as you can see, we're just doing massive damage because we're staying near clouds. If we can get the last 2 arms down, we'll be good. Alright. Come on. And we just gotta get our clouds back up, because I saw them fall off. I need to put my debuff back up. Get him taking extra damage. Got hit a little bit there, but as you can see, we're just taking like no damage from him. This is kind of why I think that Skeleton Prime is probably one of the easier of the mechanical bosses. But we're about to proceed into the next part of his fight, where he just starts spinning. I don't think it's that difficult myself, but some people do. And you want to always avoid his spin attack, because like I said, it does ridiculous amounts of damage. You want to try and get him as low as possible before he starts doing his spin. Okay, so that's it. He's just now spinning endlessly. So we just want to keep going back and forth through our clouds. He does stop every now and then. Stop spinning, that is. But you don't want to get too close to him because he only has the spin attack at this point. That's all he's got. So just always keep your evasion up. Now that he no longer has his defense bonus from his arms, he's kind of a big pushover. As you can see, I haven't even gotten close to dying throughout this fight. This is, again, why I think Skeleton Prime is probably the easiest of all the mechanical bosses. I'd say, again, the twins are my least favorite mechanical boss. The Destroyer was hard for me for some reason, and I don't know why. Maybe it's just camera jitters. You can see I'm kind of messing with Skeletron Prime at this point. That was way easier than it looked. I was mostly just dodging left and right, as you saw. But yeah, super easy. Now we get our Souls of Fright, our Hallowed Bars, and our mechanical battery piece, so we can make our mechanical cart. And that is all the mechanical bosses done and defeated. So one of the things to note is once we defeated all the mechanical bosses, the message pops up, the jungle grows restless. And this proceeds into the next boss, which is Plantera, which we'll fight over in the jungle. But the big thing being is that now we can go into the jungle. We actually have a much better way of getting armor now, and that's by getting chlorophyte. But we will get our hollowed armor first because it's pretty useful. There we go, there's our hollowed bars. Let's see. Let me get these guys out of here. Close the door real quick. Is the guide still here? The guide's still here. Cool. Let's see. I know we need to make our pickaxe. Always make your pickaxe first, kids. So we can go with the pickaxe X or the Drax. I prefer pickaxes over drills, but it's whatever you want to do. So we'll gather up all of our souls. Where did I put them? That's night. That's sight. Mechanical wagon piece. Where did I put the rest of the souls? Yeah, they are souls of... No, that's souls of flight. What did I do with the last of my souls? There they are, souls of might. We're good. We're good. Okay, now we just need to make at our adamantite forge our pickaxe X. And that'll be for mining chlorophyte. From there we could make a set of armor. Do we even have enough? 48, so it's 18, 24, 24 plus... It's 24 plus 12, which is 36. And 40... Yeah, no, we don't have enough. We don't have enough hollowed bars to even make... a full set of hollowed armor. That's kind of sad. We can skip it and go straight to chlorophyte, which I might have to do because I don't really want to fight the mechanical bosses again, at least not at the moment, since we can get chlorophyte. Again, always get your pickaxe first whenever you get a new type of material. It's really important because we'll be getting chlorophyte with this now. You can also use your mechanical cart pieces to create the mechanical mine cart, which is the best mine cart in the game. It goes super freaking fast. And yeah, what do I want to make? One item I would recommend probably every class makes at some point is an Excalibur, because it's a part of the Zenith, which is an item that we'll get much, much later on. I guess at the moment, though, I don't really need too much. Let me see if the Souls of Fright can give us any good magical items. I don't think they can. I think the only thing we'd be able to get magic-wise would be the Rainbow Rod. Oh, we can get an Avenger Emblem. That might be useful to us. Flamethrower we don't really need. And True Knight's Edge we don't really need either. I didn't realize that that's how that worked. We could get True Knight's Edge if we wanted to, but I don't think we need to. I don't know how good the Meteor Staff is going to be at dealing with the jungle, so we'll swap back to the Crystal Storm for a bit. And we'll just save our materials for the time being. I don't really know if there's much more we need from the mechanical bosses. Like I said, we can get Chlorophyte Armor now, which kind of just replaces Hollowed Armor immediately. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. But yeah. What else do I need to do? I need to see about getting my stuff upgraded. Okay, I guess going and farming Chlorophyte is probably the best thing that we can do at the moment. So let's go do it. Yeah, I don't see anything else that I need to be doing at the moment, so we'll just go farm some Chlorophyte. I'm not saying we'll get enough for a full set of armor in this time around, but we'll see. We'll also be on the lookout for any Plantera bulbs, because now that the jungle has grown restless, Plantera bulbs are started spawning. Plantera bulbs are the item that spawns the next boss. You must fight Plantera in the jungle, otherwise it enrages. There is ways to fight it outside of that, but very dangerous unless you are extremely over-geared for that. There's also just a ton of new enemies in the jungle, a lot of which are very, very deadly. So just be aware. I almost died just from the derplings, and yes, they are called derplings. Hilarious name. Very silly looking creatures, they kind of jump in a very funny way. The downsides to the jungle being overpowered now is that, yeah, it'll kill you. The bees are now much, much more scary. There are also now a new item spawning in the jungle as well, I forgot about, called life fruits, which if I see one of those, I will try and show it off. I'm not going to make any promises though, and I'm not going to worry about it super much. Let's see. Yeah, so overall we're just on the lookout for chlorophyte. It's a green ore, fairly easy to spot, and now that the jungle's been spawned for so long, it should be fairly easy to find. Am I hearing a mimic? No. Okay, it's just an armor suit. Mimics are terrifying in hard mode, just because of the fact that they do so much damage. Later on we won't be so scared of them, but right now they're kind of spooky. I'm not seeing any chlorophyte actually, that's kind of surprising. As you can see, just having the mount really helps us out. I thought chlorophyte started. Yeah, there's some chlorophyte. Okay, so this is chlorophyte ore, and I can now mine it. That's what I've got. Chlorophyte ore is very good for creating some armor sets, specifically if you're melee right now. You definitely want to start going the chlorophyte route, as melee gets like 2 or 3 armor sets off of chlorophyte. I forget how many, but it's very good for you if you're melee. We're going to want to create a chlorophyte armor set even if we do fight more mechanical bosses, just because it's a massive upgrade over our adamantite set. So even if we don't continue to use the chlorophyte armor set, which we'll probably actually use the hollowed armor set to fight Plantera, just because the armor set is so good. I just remembered what its effect is. But yeah, we'll be using a chlorophyte armor set to do that. Do be careful in the jungle now because of turtles. Turtles are terrifying. They do like 300 damage every time they hit you. With that spinning attack of theirs, you saw it like kind of fly in from offside the screen, and they just do a lot of damage with that attack. Trying to remember. Is there anything else that I need to worry about? I guess as long as I don't accidentally summon Plantera, which I don't think you can do with attacks. Forgive me if this is kind of annoying noise, but Crystal Storm's like the best item I have for doing damage right now. As soon as we defeat Plantera, though, we're almost good all the way until Moonlord. So we'll get one more armor set after that, and then our magic is pretty much as good as it can get until we defeat the Moonlord. The armor set after we defeat Plantera is Spectre, and it is very, very good. Do be careful, of course, in the jungle, like I said, because the new Hornets and the new enemies, they all do insane amounts of damage. Enough to almost one-shot you if you're not at full health. Or especially if you're not at full health, that is. Probably should have come in here with a spelunking potion so I could see all the chlorophyte. Chlorophyte is like the last ore that you ever really go out and collect. Every other armor set from here on out after chlorophyte is pretty much just items from enemies or bosses that are dropped. Not really too many more ores that you really care about. Or I should say none after chlorophyte. So yeah, collecting a lot of it is important though, especially for rangers as well. Rangers also get a couple armor sets off of chlorophyte, but also chlorophyte is the most useful ore for rangers because of the fact that it creates homing bullets. Yeah, you heard me right. Homing bullets. No longer need to aim with that. Just go ahead and fire away. They're my personal pick for fighting any boss of any sort as a ranger. I definitely love chlorophyte bullets myself, just because not having to aim kind of takes a lot of the worry out of a good number of situations. You can also hit bosses much easier off screen. So yeah, that's quite good. I'm just going to take all this stuff. I don't know if I actually need it, but we'll take it anyway. This is not a good place to be stuck in stone. Dang Medusas anyhow. We'll heal up here. And just keep fighting our way through. Oh, dang. Bloody Medusa keep causing me problems. Let's get our Spider Queen staff out here so we don't have to deal with some of these guys. There we go. Now we'll get it in here. There we go. I just want to see what's in this chest. I don't really care that much. Okay. Don't care to actually pick any of it up. I just wanted to see what was in there. Alright, we'll start digging over here. I don't plan on making this episode too long. I accomplished my objective. But I will try and find a life fruit if I can in a reasonable amount of time. Not saying I'll be able to, but I'll try my best. I'll be mostly gathering up a lot of chlorophyte though. As it is just so useful. Thankfully, because we're not ranged, I should state, or not ranged at the moment, we don't have to worry about chlorophyte bullets. As such, we won't be farming a near endless supply of chlorophyte. But if you are ranged, you will be just constantly getting chlorophyte. And constantly trying your best to find as much of it as possible. Let's get that up. Oh, some chlorophyte. Got almost 100 chlorophyte on us. It's not too bad for a first excursion into the new jungle. I'm so used to fighting in the new jungle, where I know kind of how to deal with some of these enemies. If you have a weapon that fires very quickly like I do, like the Crystal Storm, it's really not too bad. But if you don't have a weapon that fires quickly, the jungle can very quickly become a death trap. Having a fast-firing weapon, though, is great, because you'll just kind of tear through the enemies. Alright, cut through here. And, oh, I just realized we're on a rail, so we can check out the mechanical minecart. As you can see, it shoots little lasers at enemies, and it's also just insanely fast. I think it's probably one of the fastest ways to move in the game. So it's no joke, and it accelerates pretty quickly for a minecart. So definitely don't doubt the capabilities of the mechanical minecart. At this stage in the game, it's probably the fastest we can be. Ooh, I don't know what shot me. I think it was one of the hornets, so I'm gonna die. Potentially. Let's get our Spider Queen down there. Try and fend these guys off. Okay, got our chlorophyte. There we go. Let me shoot these guys to death. That is a mimic right there, I can tell. I'm gonna hit it. I might have almost hit it. There we go. Let's fight this mimic. I think we do enough damage that we should be able to kill it. Yeah, easily dealt with. Okay, we got a wild star cloak. That's good. That's actually really good that we got a star cloak. As a mage, the star cloak is really useful because now we can make the mana cloak out of our mana flower, which is, in my personal opinion, the best of the mana accessories. There are other mana accessories, but the mana cloak is my favorite because it causes stars to fall from the sky whenever you're hit, and those stars are going to be your mana. The stars also do a ridiculous amount of damage. Oh, we got a moth. If it drops its moth powder, we might get moth wings. Did it drop its moth powder? Nope. No moth powder for us. Oh, I'm an idiot. I can't believe I just did that. I forgot that I didn't have wings equipped, and I just fell to my death. I'm dumb. Well, I guess that's a good place to end it. Me getting so complacent that I just fall to my own death. It's sad that I lost 33 gold, but it's not the end of the world. Let's make that mana cloak real quick, though. I think it's just these two items. Yep. So it's just it's a mana flower and a star cloak. Create the mana cloak. Oh, it rolled menacing on a first try? Dang, that's good. So yeah, as you can see from the description, it's really good. It pretty much has the same effect as the mana flower. and the Star Cloak, but also the stars that fall give you mana. So it's just pretty good. Every time you're hit, you pretty much get extra mana. As a mage, you pretty much want to get this and never take it off, at least in my opinion. Alright, so let's create some chlorophyte bars. Yeah, nowhere near enough to complete everything that we need. We will want a chlorophyte pickaxe if I remember correctly. We'll probably also want like a chainsaw, I guess. The great axe is a little bit better. And a hammer. Probably want some of these chlorophyte items as well here. But the major thing is we want to create a chlorophyte armor set, which 12, 18, so I'm pretty sure it's the same amount of chlorophyte as hollowed bars. We might decide to take on the mechanical bosses again, or at least some of them, so we can get more hollowed bars to make more stuff and also some souls. But yeah, in the next part I'll probably collect some more chlorophyte and kind of prep to fight Plantera, because that's what we're going to be doing from now on. Like I said, we're just going to be prepping to fight Plantera. Until then, goodbye.